really for Performance Unlimited here, we are working through with Lydia a 15-minute total body flow, stretch, mobility type session. A great thing as we're all kind of cooped up at home, a great thing for us all to work through, super easy. So I'm gonna be taking Lydia through, taking our time and giving you the instructions. The goal is for you to be able to press play, listen, and see all at the same time. So really simple to start. We're gonna start with feet shoulder width here, Lydia. Toes are pointed forward. We're just gonna work through some basic pelvic tilting work to start us. So left hand's gonna go on stomach, right hand's gonna go behind us, and all we're gonna do is begin to move the hips. So I wanna think if our hips were flat, we're trying to dump the hips forward and then tilting the hips back. So all we're doing is moving the hips forward and back. We're gonna think long through the head, good tall posture, chin is tucked. So moving the hips forward, work to tuck those hips. Perfect. Continue to move through there. Why don't you turn, face me? I want to continue to move, hips working their way forward, tuck, back and forth, long through that head as you're working through. Just getting and mobilizing the hips as we work our way through. Good. Continue to work. I want to go 2 more. Good. Stay long through that head. Chin is tucked. Good. Really easy to start. Feet are going to turn in just a touch. We'll turn to the camera just so they can see that foot position. Hands are at the sides. You're going to let the left hand just slide down your legs. Your right hand's going to reach all the way overhead. You're going to alternate through that pattern. So right hand's going to slide. You're going to work your way back and forth. So right hand slides down. Left drives all the way up overhead. Switching to that other side. Left slides right overhead. You want to think big, long reach. This open side, you want to think about opening that side up. Still staying long through your head as you continue to move from side to side. So left hand sliding down, right overhead. Continuing to alternate, right hand sliding down your leg, left overhead. Switching. We're gonna go 1 more each slide. At the right hand slide down, left overhead. 1 more time, working to switch. Good. Keeping that same foot position. You're gonna now reach the left hand in front of you. Reach the left front. You're gonna work to open up. So I'm making a big circle, big open up all the way over, back and front. Same thing, reaching the left hand in front. You're gonna work to open up back behind. Big open, let the eyes go to the ceiling. Reach back again. Reaching in front, up overhead. Eyes continue to follow the hand, reaching in front, up overhead. Good. Switch that to the other side. I want to go right hand reach in front of you. Right hand begins to open up. Continue to kind of think about drawing a big, massive circle. So you're trying to think as big as you can. Eyes continue to follow. Slow. Eyes go to the ceiling, up overhead. Continuing to work. Good. You're going to go slight balance on that left foot. Right foot's going to come up in the air and overhead. We're going to point the toe straight towards the ground. You're going to challenge the balance just a touch. You're going to rotate that foot in. You're going to lift that toe up towards you. You're going to rotate it out. Back down. Working to create a circle with that foot as you go through. Trying not to let any movement come from the hip or the shin. Again, 1 more time. Switch that to the other side. Point that toe, think big circle. Draw as big as a circle as you can, challenging the balance a touch. Trying not to let the shin move. Everything is coming from that ankle. 1 more time, big long circle. Good, we're gonna go back to our reaches. I wanna go reach forward, reach all the way back. Reach forward, all the way back. I want eyes to follow, reach all the way back behind you. Let the eyes follow the hand. Big reach forward, back behind. Big reach forward, back behind. Continue to work here. Big reach forward, back behind. Good. We're going to keep that same toe in position. You're going to now sink the hips, drop the hips like a slight knee bend. I want you to think if we turn to the side so everyone can see here. I want to work, tuck the hips. I want to think long through the head. Hands reach in front of you. Drive those hands, drive those palms straight in front. Head is pulled back, long through that head. Take the right hand, reach the right hand up overhead. Notice Lydia does a great job. Her head position doesn't change at all. Her palm is driving to the ceiling. She's reaching through the left hand. Staying tall through the head. Switch. Left hand's gonna move all the way up to the ceiling. Right hand drives straight in front. I want you to imagine the ceiling's falling down on top. You're trying to hold that ceiling with the left hand. Continue to reach through both hands. Let those switch 1 more time. Right hand drives straight up towards the ceiling. Left hand drives in front. Think long through that head. Good. Let the right hand drive in front of you. Left hand reaches all the way up overhead. Hold. Stay long through your head. Continue to reach your head to the ceiling, up nice and tall. Both hands now move straight overhead. Let both palms reach all the way up towards the ceiling. You are gonna stay long through your head. Continue to keep that good hip tuck position. Good, continue to reach those palms straight towards the ceiling. Continue to hold, continue to reach. Continue to reach, slowly let those hands drop. Maintain the same position. You're gonna take both hands back in front of you again for me. So maintain same position. You're gonna pull the right hand towards your armpit. You're gonna reach through the left hand. So pull the right hand there, reach through that left hand. Stay long through your head. I want that rotation through the shoulders. Reach, let those hands switch. So right hand reaches, left hand pulls back, almost like you're shooting a bow and arrow. Continue to reach more. Good, let those hands switch. Stay tall through that head, let those hands switch. Big reach, big reach, big reach, big reach. Switch those again, right hand in front. Stay long through the head, eyes are fixed in front of you. Good, I'm gonna have you turn right and face this way. Do that one more time, same sort of thing, toes in. Good hip tuck position, long through the head, reach through that right hand. Let those switch, left hand reaches. Let the right hand work to reach. Good, really simple. You're gonna go into a lunge back, but you're gonna reach over your left knee. Knee can come to the ground, you can work your way back up. I want you to alternate, big long reach over that front leg, back up tall, lunging back behind, reach. Back behind, reach. Back behind, reach. Back behind, reach. Continue to alternate through. Think big, long reach as you step back. Again. One more at each. Good, one more time. Good, you're gonna hold yourself there. Half kneeling position. Lydia's gonna think long through her head. She's gonna tuck her hips. Go ahead and tuck those hips. Continue to reach head to the ceiling. You'll notice she's gonna rotate her back leg out wide. She's not gonna let her hips turn. Hips are gonna retain and stay square. From here, she's gonna shift her weight forward. She's gonna think long through her head. She's gonna tuck her hips more. She's gonna bend forward just about 2 inches. So at the torso, she's just gonna bend forward. Right there, that's it. She's gonna tuck those hips more. Think long through her head. Her palms are gonna reach forward. She's gonna drive her right knee into the ground. So think about putting a little bit of pressure into that ground. She's gonna squeeze through her back right cheek. She's gonna work to hold. She's gonna rotate over that front knee just a touch, hold. She's gonna think long through her head, but she's gonna tuck these hips. She's gonna side bend, just dropping that left shoulder to the ground just a touch, and she's gonna think about this rib cage, whole side of her body expanding. She's getting nice and tall. She's getting nice and long. She's working to hold. She's driving that right knee into the ground. She's squeezing through that right glute. She's continuing to tuck her hips and get a little bit taller. She's continuing to hold. She's continuing to hold. She's slowly working herself out of that. She's gonna switch those hands. She's gonna, or legs, excuse me. She's gonna go right foot up. Left knee's now on the ground. She's gonna rotate that back leg wide. Again, not letting the hips turn. She's gonna keep those hips square. She's gonna think long through her head, pulling that chin back. She's gonna shift that weight forward. She's gonna bend 2 inches. She's gonna think long. She's gonna tuck through those hips a little bit more. She's gonna drive the left knee into the ground, put a little bit of tension. She's gonna feel that left glute start to work. Her hands are gonna reach in front of her. She's driving through the palms as she gets even a little bit taller here. She's tucking those hips. She's rotating over the front knee, just 2 inches, not very far. From here, she's dropping the right shoulder to the ground. She's expanding on that left side, almost feeling as if she's pushing her armpit and her left rib cage out to the side. Push it more. She's getting tall. She's tucking through those hips. She's driving that left knee into the ground. She's continuing to hold. She's continuing to hold. She's continuing to hold that position. Hold. She's slowly working her way out of that. She's gonna find herself right in a quadruped position right through there. We're gonna work through a little bit of cat-cow. Lydia, I'm gonna turn you to face me. She's trying to work through a little bit of a segmental position here. Segmental just being we're not moving all together at once. She's trying to move one piece at a time. So there's a couple landmarks that are important. That is the belt buckle, that is the belly button, or what I would call like the logo on the front of your shirt, and that's into the neck. So she's gonna start right at her belt buckle. She's gonna actually work to let that drop towards the ground, work the other way. Just her belt buckle moving. She's gonna work towards the belly button. She's not moving through the shoulders at all. Those stay quiet. She's gonna work. She's dropping the front of her logo towards the ground. Now, don't let the shoulders move. You can think light tension into the ground with that. Her eyes are gonna go forward as if she's trying to get in to look towards the ceiling. So let the chin come up, let the eyes come up, working through. She's gonna maintain. She's gonna tuck her chin now towards her chest. So drop it, drop it. I want you to imagine I put my fingertips right between your shoulder blades. You're trying to move up, creating that humpback position, moving into my finger between your shoulder blades. She's gonna slowly work her way down to the middle of that back, just beneath the logo. She's working to create more of that humpback. She's working her way down even a little bit further, working herself down towards the belly button. It's trying to move towards the ceiling. She's letting her belt buckle and her hips begin to tuck. So tuck those hips, tuck those hips, tuck those hips. She's gonna hold. She's gonna take a big breath in. So you see here, I got my hands just kind of on her side or just beneath her rib cage. She's gonna take a big breath in to my hands, big breath in, exhale. She's gonna let the belt buckle begin to drop just again. So let the belt buckle begin to drop. She's gonna let the belly button drop. She's gonna let that chest drop. Not letting the shoulders move together. Her logo is working towards the ground. Her eyes are gonna go forward. Good, she's gonna tuck that chin. She's gonna imagine and play around with that finger right between her shoulder blades. She's trying to move up to that finger, so move her way up, but just moving where the finger is. She's slowly working herself down, one vertebrae at a time. She's slowly beginning to create more of that humpback, more of that rounding. Working her way down to the belly button, down towards that hip tuck position. She's working to hold. She's gonna relax. She's gonna walk the hands out a little bit further in front of her shoulders. She's gonna let her hips drop. She's gonna look over her left shoulder. She's gonna come up. She's gonna work to put the tops of her feet in the ground. So go ahead and put the tops of the feet in the ground. She's gonna sit her hips back behind her. She's gonna drive the hips forward. She's gonna look over the right shoulder towards the right toe. She's gonna come back, sitting the hips back. She's gonna drive forward. She's gonna look over her left shoulder towards the left toe. Hips drive back. She's coming forward. She's gonna look over her right shoulder at her right toe. Again, hips sink back. Coming forward, looking over the left shoulder, left toe. Hips sink back. Forward over the right shoulder, right toe. She's gonna bring her knees together now. Hands stay in that same position. She's gonna drive forward, look over her left shoulder, but let her right hip pocket drop towards the ground. She's gonna come back up. She's gonna let the hips move back behind her. She's gonna come forward. She's gonna look over her right shoulder, let the left hip pocket drop towards the ground. She's gonna come back up, sit the hips back behind. She's gonna come forward, look over the left shoulder, right hip pocket. She's gonna come back, sink the hips, come forward, look over right shoulder, let the left hip pocket. Good, she's gonna go one more time each way, come forward, looking over, coming back, forward, coming back. You're gonna turn and face the camera. She's gonna go left foot by left hand. Hands are right on the inside. Really simple. She's gonna reach underneath her right arm and then let her hand reach towards the sky. Eyes are gonna follow. She's gonna sync up the breath. Inhale as she reaches. Exhale as she reaches towards the sky. Inhale as she reaches. Exhale as she reaches towards the sky. One more time. Inhale as she reaches. Exhale as she reaches towards that sky. She's gonna stay in that position. Hands are she's gonna let the hips sink back behind her. She's gonna let the toe come off with her. Hands are gonna stay in position. She's gonna come back to square. She's gonna stay nice and tall, let the hips sink back behind. And she's gonna find just a little bit of rhythm in this position. Hips sink back, forward. Hips sink back, hips sink back, forward. She's gonna switch towards the right side. So right foot comes by right hand. Hands are back on the ground. Again, she's gonna reach that right hand underneath, and then the hand's gonna reach up towards the side, sinking in the exhale, breathing in as she reaches underneath, exhale as she reaches towards the sky. Breathing in as she reaches underneath, exhale as she reaches up. Two more, breathing in, exhale as she reaches. One more time, breathing in, exhale as she reaches. She's gonna come from there. She's gonna let the hips sink back. The toe can come up with her, sinking long through her head. Good posture through the torso as her hips are sinking back behind her. Two more reps. Good, relax. She's gonna drop herself down. We're gonna go into what we call a 90-90 position. So right foot is in front. That front leg forms a 90-degree angle. Back leg can go wherever you're comfortable with it. Ideally, it's forming a 90-degree angle itself, but you got to bring that a little bit further forward. That's okay. If there's issues getting in this position, you can always put yourself up on a pillow or some sort of elevation. From here, we're going to square the belly button over the knee. We're going to start nice and tall. So good tall posture. All we're going to do is just fall forward, but as we fall forward, we're going to maintain our torso position. I'm just going to drop the chest. We're going to stay nice and tall, fall forward, slowly work ourselves back up. We're going to fall forward again, back up tall. Good, and what you can almost feel like is you're trying to lift the front foot off the ground as you fold in front. Back. Lydia, slowly turn to me just so they can see you from a different angle. Again, notice Lydia's torso position. So as she folds forward, she stays nice and tall. Back up. Good, folding forward. Back up. 2 more for me here, Lydia, leaning forward. Back up. She's thinking about pushing the right hip back behind her. She folds forward. Back up. She's going to drop onto her right elbow in this position. She's maintaining torso position. She's going to reach in front of her as far as she can. She's going to begin to open up, reaching over her head. Her eyes are going to follow her hand as she opens up towards the sky, letting the shoulders turn. She's going to reach in front, slide those fingertips as far forward as she can. Open up. Eyes follow, back and front. Reach, big reach, sliding fingertips. Eyes are following the hand. Continue to reach. Back down one more time, big reach, open, back to square. Pause, hands, and both hands are gonna go back behind you. Get yourself up nice and tall. All she's gonna do is a little bit of a hip transition. She's gonna open up through the back leg, let the front leg come with her. She's gonna switch to the other side. Notice her hands stay behind her. She maintains a good torso. She's gonna open up through that leg, switching to that other side. Opening up through that back leg, switching. Opening up and switching. We're gonna go one more each way. Open up to that back leg and switch. One more time, open up to that back leg, switch. I'm actually gonna have you do one more. So now her left leg is forward, so she's facing the opposite way. She's in a good, long torso position. We're gonna go back to that folding position. I'm gonna have to scoot you back here just a touch here, Lydia. A good long torso position. She's gonna lean forward. What I like to think about is if you had a string attached to your belly button and someone is pulling you forward, you're maintaining that long position, folding in. Again, you can feel like you're trying to lift the front foot as you fold forward. Back up. Again. Back up. Again. Back up. 2 more here, Lydia. Feel like you're lifting that front foot, folding forward, bringing that chest towards that knee, back up, still maintaining that position. Hold. She's gonna drop onto her left elbow. She's gonna begin to reach in front of her. She's going to open up. Her eyes are gonna follow. She's opening up through the shoulder, back and front. She's reaching through those fingertips as much as she possibly can. Back and front, big long reach, 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 reach. Open up 2 more times, big long reach. Open, again, you wanna reach the fingertips as far as we can. Open up, let the shoulders rotate with you. Eyes follow, hands are gonna go behind her again. She's gonna maintain that long, tall torso. She's gonna open up through that back leg, switching towards that other side, continuing to move from side to side. Opening up, open, continuing to switch. From here, she's gonna slowly work herself onto her back. Legs can be bent in a comfortable position wherever she is comfortable. Legs can be out straight, legs can be bent, wherever you're comfortable. All we're gonna do from here is just 2 minutes of just deep breathing work. So inhale through that nose, exhale. If easier, you can think of just a count to 10. A big long inhale, big long exhale. Find a rhythm, a timing that works well for you. Give this a try if you're looking for a 15 to 20 minute mobility exercise. Again, always end with some light breathing work just to get yourself in a good spot. And from there, we'll have more coming your way.